Great. I'm going to be talking to you about PuroClean, but first, I'm going to go over the agenda with you. Who am I? Why do I do it? What do we do? And a little bit behind the scenes. So this is my family, very small. I got my cute dog, and then my daughter, she's my best friend. I take her with me literally everywhere, the bar, the beach. No, literally take her everywhere though. Sometimes I tell her, hey, I have to leave. Grandma's gonna watch you. I'm going to go to an inspection. She'll be like, oh, can I please come with you? I'll wait in the car. So she'll wait in the car. This is my little brother. I don't know if the video's gonna play. It's not gonna play, right? Oh yeah, there we go. My little brother Clayton, I get him to do stupid shit all the time. Boom! He always goes out in the water with me. I push him out further just in case there's a shark. So, my hobbies include playing Call of Duty. I don't surf. I boogie board. I like to grill. I like to work out. Also, a little background of me. I joined the Marines when I was 18, and I joined to get out of San Clemente. After all the training, you get to put 3 locations on where you want to be stationed. And so it's a wish list, and it's called a wish list for a reason, because I got put back to Camp Pendleton. After the military, I worked at Chipotle, I worked at Smashburger, I worked at Sears, I worked at, I think it's called Kmart, something like that. I don't know, I don't remember it. But I also did pest control. I worked for Orkin Pest Control. And then after Orkin, I got into restoration. Started doing restoration in Virginia. I worked for Service Master. I think they're a great company. I just got burnt out with them. So August of 2023, I opened up PuroClean of San Clemente. And what we do is restoration. So water damage cleanup, mold removal, fire restoration, biohazard cleaning. We also do pack outs too. So if you have a huge water damage in your home, the home needs to get packed out. We do all the packing, moving, storing, and then bring everything back and unwrap everything, put everything back together once restoration or reconstruction is completed. What else do we do? Let's see, I'll go to what we do. What we do, so yeah, water damage, we determine the category and the source, because that's going to determine how we dry out your house. So what materials do we need to remove? How soon or how old is this water damage? Did it happen today? Did it happen yesterday? Did it happen 2 weeks ago? Because if it happened 2 weeks ago, you can't save much stuff. If it happened today, you can save baseboards, walls. It's awesome when we go to a job, you don't have to tear anything out. You just set up equipment and let everything dry. So fire and smoke damage, that's soot removal, odor treatment. Odor treatment isn't always from smoke damage. It could be from cigarettes, weed, well I guess that's smoke, but any bad odor that is stuck. We can get that odor out. We have deodorizing chemicals, and we use ozone machines, so lots of cleanings involved whenever you're removing odor, and majority of the time you want to find the source too. What's causing the odor? Get it out of the house, and then you start your cleaning. Mold remediation, safe mold removal, that's all we do. We use our containment, air scrubbers. We do mold remediation based off of IICRC standards, same for water and fire and smoke damage. Biohazard cleanup services, that's blood, trauma, crime scene, hazardous waste, hoarding. It can be as simple as, I had a call yesterday. They had a possum carcass that they didn't know was there, stuck between the drywall and the water heater. Yeah, and it decayed and went all up in there. So He didn't want to pay the price to get that done correctly, so I wish him luck. Why choose us over another restoration company? We're fast, 24/7 emergency service, IRCRC certified, transparent communication, strong, consistent customer satisfaction, insurance coordination, customer reviews. Customer reviews are great, but let's be honest, every single restoration company is going to say the same thing. So I try and get to you as quickly as possible. I'll do an inspection the same day you call, if you let me. I'll get you an estimate over within an hour after me leaving your house. I've tested it out with another restoration company before. They weren't available the same day, and then when they did come out, it took them almost a week to get me an estimate. So if you do have a water damage, you want to get that taken care of as soon as possible. I bought into a franchise because a franchise is supposed to send you work. Can anyone guess what percentage of my sales comes from? Yeah, I'd say 1%. 1%. So I do the best that I can do for the referrals that I get. Even if that's from Google, Yelp, Angie's List, BNI, networking in general, I definitely take this to heart because, I mean, like Ronnie said, most businesses fail within the first year. There's a PuroClean in Tustin. They survived 8 months and then they went out of business. So we're going into our third year. Yeah, I think third year. So hopefully we've gotten over that and we can just keep going how we're doing. But yeah, anyways, we're locally owned. I try and do a lot of marketing in San Clemente. A lot of people know me in San Clemente. I love it. That's another reason why I try and do good work. Because if I do bad work, it's going to go around very quickly. If you do good work, you know, it might get mentioned. But if you do bad work travels fast. Bottom line, we want to be the last restoration company you'll ever need to call. We do all the insurance work. I've been doing insurance work for 13 years. I help everyone with the prices. If someone wants to file a claim, I always ask them what their deductible is. If I can work with them so that they don't have to file a deductible, they usually appreciate that. I'm doing a job, it's actually a pretty big job. I quoted the guy like $5,000. He's from another networking group too, so he remembered me. That was awesome. I quoted him $5,000. It was a little more than $5,000 to do the mitigation, and his deductible was $5,000. So I was like, oh, this doesn't make sense. So I did my calculation, figured out what's profitable, and I'm doing this job for $3,700 for him. So these are some jobs that we've done. This one, I think, is from an HVAC company because they installed the drain line incorrectly, and then it caused the water damage. Living room before, you can see that the floor is rippling a little bit. The water just went straight down and then straight under the floor to the hallway in the bedroom. We got our equipment set up, containment. Yeah, this is the hallway before. You can see the ripples in the floor. The HVAC company, they're pretty good. They always take care of their customers. Customers always ask me, is this normal, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, people make mistakes, and then they should take care of you. This job, hallway after. So there was no mold on any of these walls, which was nice because it happened like a couple weeks ago. There's wood paneling here. There's like a little tiny bit of mold on the wood paneling. I pulled the wood paneling off, made sure that there's no mold growing in between the paneling and the drywall. No mold, so we're good. That piece of wood can stay there and we dry everything else out. This is another job, water heater. Guy didn't see it because he had a bunch of stuff piled up against the water heater. Noticed this weird smell, called me out. This is mold growing in the water heater. He had to get the water heater detached in order for me to mitigate it properly. And yeah, these are during photos. Tearing everything out. Bam, bam, bam. That containment looks really good. And that's after. We basically prep everything for a contractor to come in and put everything back together. And thank you. That's it.
Any comment, questions?
I have a comment.
Yeah.
I have, in the course of my career, worked with probably 11 or 12 remediation companies, and this guy's the best one I've ever worked with. He always shows up on time. He takes care of people. He tries everything he can to make sure that he's accommodating both. I have a property manager, so he's accommodating both the owner and the tenant, and I would refer him any day of the week. The other thing that I will say in his behest is that a lot of remediation companies will come in, and the more drywall they can cut out, the happier they are. Like Nick said. He takes it to the extent he needs to take it to the sleeve as he gets to an area where it's dry, and there's no evidence, he stops. And that saves a ton of money, because the last thing you want is a water claim on your insurance.
Thank you, Patty.
How does your company work with insurance? Just say somebody has water or fire damage, are you referred, are you like a preferred vendor with insurance companies?
So PuroClean is a preferred vendor for Liberty Mutual, Allstate, and Travelers. They're working on getting partnerships with other insurance companies, but whether we're on program or not, it's basically the same process, which people don't understand. Like farmers agents will say, oh, are you on a program with us? No, but I do the exact same thing. I still get my estimate, it still gets submitted to farmers, an adjuster reviews it, they kick it back, and then we go back and forth a little bit, and then they pay us.
Okay, so I can use you no matter what insurance company I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and if your adjuster tells you otherwise, it's because they're in bed with someone else.
Got it. So just call him a liar and call you.
Get lost.
All right, thanks guys.
Well done.